decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, you can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all inside of me. Yeah. Sexy chocolate.
Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I go to war with every single one of you every fucking game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree to the TOP, from the 313, and by my side is my main man, my 2K and Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. What up, Mikey? Happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to all of Bills Mafia rocking with us tonight. We are here. Week 15, baby, going against those no-good Patriots. It's a statement game. It is, man. This is a can we stop them? Can we stop the T-shirt and hat game? I mean, that's what Dion said. Can we do it?
Let me ask you a question to start this off.
Yeah.
If we lost this week,
Uh-huh.
and we see the Patriots in the playoffs,
Yep.
are you worried?
No, it's tough to beat a team three times in a year, man. So no, I wouldn't be, but depending on how this game goes, though, too. Like I'll have to answer that after the game. But as of now, I wouldn't be because it's tough to beat a team 3. But if they came in and
blew us out, then you might be.
But yeah, exactly. I might have a change of thought on that. But if we hang in there, and we just lose. I'll say why can't more than likely it'll be another back and forth game, and we'll see. But. Yeah, dude. But I don't think we will lose. So
I don't think so.
But
either.
We'll get into that later.
That's just a sneak peek, a spoiler alert for our predictions. Right. A couple things around football, not even just the league. You see this? What's going on with Sherrone Moore in Michigan?
Oh, I live here, so I should know.
Yeah, I know.
It is. First of all, yeah. Let's start with my day. First of all, I had a hell of a day today. So. I told you about my dog. She's just so she is so pissy when it comes to getting her nails cut, right? Like she is aggressive. She's a sweetheart, but dude, when it comes to anything with her nails, man, she will bite the shit out of you. So, I took her to a vet. They had to put her under, cost a lot of money. So this time I'm like, man, I got to try to save some. I go to a groomer, and of course it was a mission. So I went there from 12 to 3:30. They had her 3.5 hours, bro. Ooh. Charged me $75 for nails and a bath, but I didn't mind because a lot cheaper. But man, of course they were like, "Oh yeah, she tried to bite." I'm like, "Yeah, well, but dude, she's not happy with me right now. Let me tell you something. She's pissed off.
But is she good?
She's good. So, I had to do it for the baby. I know she's upset at me right now, wherever she is in the house, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, that was my day today. I'm on like a little sleep because I had to go handle that. And, but that was wild. But yeah, the Michigan thing, wow. First of all, Whew, Mikey, I gotta say, and I don't feel for the guy, but this isn't going to end well. I have a really bad feeling for this is not going to end well. He lost everything. When I tell you, man, this story is wild, Mikey. So basically, I mean, if you guys haven't really caught up to the story, Michigan head coach was given the job because it was in Harbaugh's contract that when Harbaugh left, he would take over. It was sort of like the New England job, where when Belichick left, Mayo took over. He had to. It was in the contract. He wasn't having the greatest season, Mikey, to begin with. He didn't have the greatest season. And there was already people wanting him to go anyway, so that was on top of it. And then he's having this cheating affair with his assistant, or this girl that's part of the staff. Obviously, you guys, if you don't know, now you know he's married with kids, and they've been having this affair. And what's crazy, alleged. It's alleged. Let's just say everything's alleged. But, right, I'm just gonna say, but it's not good.
Don't get yourself in trouble. It's alleged.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get in trouble. But you're right. Yeah, he comes after me. It shows up my house with butter knives. Anyways, so there was a rumor, Mikey, that was floating around for a while that he was having this affair. Michigan was doing their due diligence to make sure it's legit, which obviously you don't want to get sued. So obviously things came abroad, and basically what I heard was she allegedly got pregnant, and then she, whatever they had to do, and then she said he was stalking her, and then she went and complained to Michigan, or said what was going on. Then Michigan called him in, because there it is, fired him, and then he left, went to her house, and threatened to kill her and himself, and with butter knives. I mean, wild stuff. So he broke into her house, got arrested. He's been in jail. I think he just got released today on bond. But dude, he lost everything. There's no way he's getting another opportunity, even in any type of level. Any type of level. Yeah, fall from grace. And I don't know where, I don't know where this dude goes from here. Because think about it. Probably lost his family, right? Probably lost your wife and kid, at least your wife. And you got no job now. And I don't think they have to pay. I think they could take some part of the payback because of in the contract, the way they fired him. I'm not sure how that works.
Buyout. But it's no buyout. That's all it is. So what he's made already, he gets to keep. But there's no buyout. Okay. There's no buyout to his contract. Because
of the termination, the way it was, the way he was terminated.
They cut for cause.
Yeah, right. So, boy, oh boy. So of course it's the story around here in Michigan, and wow. I mean, but I want to say this isn't going to be the first time or the last time this happened, and with stuff like this. But what a wild story, Mikey. I mean, I
saw that. I was crazy. What is going on?
Dude, and then he got arrested on top of it. First the news broke that he got fired here, right? I'm on my way to work. It just happened on, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. And then an hour later, we hear that he's arrested, which is whoa, right? Damn. So, yeah, wild, man.
Randy, go Buckeyes. That's great, Randy. I will say, as Roy comes in and says, don't make your dog upset, don't be surprised she shites on your pillow. Just like the Bills are going to shite on the Patriots pillow this weekend.
Yep. Yeah. And then also, speaking of college, since we're on that level, Notre Dame being big babies, huh? Have you saw that?
Oh, God, yeah. They got left out, so they declined a bowl game. Here's the shitty part about that. Those seniors may never play another football. Some of those seniors may never play a football game again.
Right. Because their coach was pouting, being a big baby. And first of all, they're not even in the ACC. Notre Dame's a cocky ass school, right? I don't even think they're in a division. They're not in conference. Right. Exactly. They're not even in the conference. So
in football.
why would I say in football? Correct, football. I mean, so why would because they're in the ACC in basketball, I believe, but why would they back them if they're not even in their conference in the ACC? So of course they're gonna back the Hurricanes, who are in the ACC, who beat Notre Dame. Strength of schedule was almost the same, so I don't understand what the argument was for Notre Dame. I'm cool. I never thought it would be a problem. So, Miami and Notre Dame out. So I'm totally fine with that.
This is a lesson. Never cheat on your wife. You may lose everything. You know what Rory's response is? Well, just don't get caught.
Right. How about you just go to Vegas and have some fun and then come back? What do they say? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Yeah. Like, dude.
How about you just be if you decide to commit. If you want to go out and do that, like you're attached to your significant other by choice.
Right. And if you're not happy,
it's very
easy to
do something else. Just
get a divorce.
Yeah,
get a divorce. I know it sucks, but exactly, Mikey. Like, I never understand the whole cheating thing. Like, dude, if you're not happy, right? Why put everyone at, like, why make everything so more difficult? Just, hey, it's not working. Go do your thing. And nobody was saying nothing. Now, obviously, his situation, I don't know how that works when you're messing around with somebody you work with. Maybe that's a no-no. You know, maybe it's in the contract there. Probably.
It is.
So
it's part of the Michigan University's policies about fraternization and all that fun garbage.
There you go. So pretty stupid to do it right there under their noses. And then obviously get caught on top of it and then freak out and get around. I mean, it's crazy, but he ruined his life for millions of dollars down the drain. And
I mean, let's be honest. They were looking for a way out because he hasn't been good.
No, he wasn't.
This just presented itself, and they're like, "Thank you very much." Dallas comes in and says, "Does it seem like Josh Allen has to be Superman for us to win? That's a tough task on him every week." No, like, he has to be Superman for our passing game to work, but he doesn't have to be Superman for us to win, because there's times that he doesn't have to do a whole lot in our. Like, go back to Pittsburgh. He didn't have to do a bunch, and our running game was just awesome. Like, for our passing game to work, yes, he has to play above the scheme. But for us to win, no, I don't believe he has to be Superman every week. Against the really good teams, yes, I do believe you may have to be Superman to beat the really, really good teams.
Speaking of Josh and Superman,
him
and Haley are expecting. So they broke the news today. Man, congrats to our boy Josh Allen getting done. Congrats to both of them. So that's pretty cool, man. I saw the little clip they had, a little video of it. She's
pretty far along. She's already showing.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, they probably hid that for a little bit. So good. Congrats to him, man. Happy. I'm glad he's happy. I'm glad she's happy. But pretty damn cool, man. Pretty damn cool. Why did he get arrested? Well, he broke in her house.
Three criminal charges: breaking and entering, stalking,
criminal mischief, I think, right?
And stalking.
And stalking, right? And then the court. It's funny. He grabbed butter knives. I mean, of all the knives, that's all the knife. I mean, it's like threat of butter knife. But hey, it is one of the knife's a knife, I guess. But yes. And then he threatened him to K himself, right? Not good. Right, not good. So that's why, honestly, and I hate to say that, like, I don't know if I just don't, I feel for him. He needs help. You know what I mean? Anybody is, I'm guessing he's going through a lot right now, depression wise, losing everything to his own fault. But I hope he gets some help, man, because this won't end well if he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually doesn't. So we'll see what happens with him. He's a young guy. For anybody, yeah, but I mean, man, and I gotta say too, Michigan, the guy, I don't know who fired him, the main guy there, whoever does that, but
the
AD knew. They said that he was already having kind of a mental breakdown. They said, and he still had him one-on-one with no security there when he fired him, which is interesting, very interesting, and ballsy, yeah, because that could have went sideways really quick. But
a while back, that one guy got shot and killed on campus. The guy who did like the Last Chance U coach or whatever. Like,
Oh yeah.
So
It happens,
wild.
man. So yeah, he has an ankle monitor on, and they'll be watching him for sure.
Watch just be his stomach prosthetic. Wow, Roy. Let's hope he gets some help for his mental issues.
Yeah, he'll need to.
Yeah. So, anyways,
He'll need
let's talk. As we're talking about mental issues, did you hear Joe Burrows talking about not loving it and why he's doing it if he doesn't love it, and like I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, well, what's going on is he's a really, really good quarterback who's on a team with not a great coach, in my opinion, and their coach is holding him back, man. And I think they need to. They got enough talent. He's super talented, and it's unacceptable. And I get it. Like when you're losing, of course it's not fun. So, yeah, he sounds defeated. He sounds like a guy. It's like, man, I'm going here each year, and he's getting hurt, by the way, too. It's not like, he's been hurt since he kind of arrived, right? Like he's getting these crazy injuries, and then they're not even winning on top of it, right? So it's like, what am I doing it for, right? It's kind of like the Andrew Luck thing, right? Like hopefully for him, this is not where it's going. But yeah, if that doesn't scream out to the owners that change is needed for the head coach, then I don't know what will, right? Like he's almost begging for something to happen, right? For a change to be made. So, man, I feel for the guy, but it's how it works, man. I hope Josh never gets to that point, by the way. I hope we never hear Josh at the podium like that, because that's bad, bro.
Yeah. Either hurts or sick all the time, Tommy. Yeah. If Burrow goes, then I see Chase and Hill following suit. Like it's wild. Like the Bengals have done this once before with Carson Palmer, and Palmer said either trade me or I'm out. And then they traded him to Oakland, and then he ended up in Arizona, and he played for a bunch of years in Arizona. And actually did really well. Do you think Burrow forces his way out of Cincinnati?
No, I think he forces the coaching change. Possibly GM. He's going to force some change, either by GM or coach or both, or there has to be. Like, for me, they have enough talent to at least be a playoff team year in, year out without a question. Maybe not a Super Bowl team, but they should have at least be a winning, you know what I mean? Not fighting at the end of each season to get into the playoffs. That's crazy to me. So whatever they're doing there, it's not being done right. So you gotta make a change.
Scott Blakely, what am I doing here? I don't know, banking millions? My Lord, I'm tired of their pains. Work my job, mother effer.
Yeah, right. I'm telling you, man. Telling you, dude. So
okay, what's this BGG? What is this?
Big Game Gabe.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah. Big Game Gabe. I always tease post podium because they hate it. Okay. I'm like BGG. Hashtag BGG. Oh man, I'm the only.
Big Game Gabe.
You got it, man. You got it.
And going up against his buddy Stefan.
Yeah,
his old running mate.
Yep.
And Matt,
yep. And we got more wild news, Mikey. How about Phillip Rivers? 44, hasn't played since 2020.
Although,
oh yikes!
Yeah, they still haven't announced a starter, so he may start this week.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
the two defense he's going to play, he's going to get killed, man.
He's going to get killed. Like the only way, the only way this works, honestly, man, is if he does start, he's just going to have to be handing the ball off a lot, for one. And two, if he passes, quick, shotgun, quick. I mean quick, where he's not getting tagged. But, man, he has a beer belly. I don't know if
I haven't seen him, no.
Okay, so he has a little gut on him, a little beer belly. He has a dad bod going on. He looks like a guy who hasn't played since 2020. I mean, he's in better shape than me, but once again, I'm not a pro athlete. I wasn't an NFL quarterback. But, yeah, he definitely looks the age. And, man, yeah, it just, I don't get the move. I got to be honest with you. Like, there had to have been younger option out there if you're going to just play it. Like for my point is, if you're going to have Phillip Rivers come up and be safe, because that's what I assume they would do, right? Like game manager, be safe. We're not going to. You could have gotten a regular quarterback off. You know what I mean? Like to do it safe too. You know what I mean? Like, man, if something bad happens to this guy, he gets wrecked, which is possible. Man, like they're going to get a lot of backlash from that.
Not only that, but he's a year away from being eligible for the Hall.
And if he plays, then it goes. He
starts all over.
Goes away. He has to wait again until 2032 or something like that.
Yeah, he has to wait another 5 years. And as Beth comes in and says, his face triple in size. He's gonna sling it. Okay, this one's for you, Beth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not. I get, like, you know, the thing is, it's funny with men in general. We have like this ego about us that we still have it, that we still can do what we used to do, right? And dude, you can't defeat Father Time, right? You can't, like, it's undefeated, right? It's like, but mentally, I feel like for like, especially like real athletes that retire to get, these guys just feel like they still can do it at 50. You see some of these boxers that are coming out like, I still got it. It's like, no, you don't. You don't got it. So I don't know, man. I don't know what Rivers was thinking. He should have passed that offer, but who knows?
Like, listen, the dude obviously loves it. Like, he left that, went and coached high school ball, been throwing 7-on-7. Like, I have a feeling that's gonna be how Josh is. I don't think he's gonna play until he's 44 by any means, because that just doesn't seem like he's like that. But Josh loves the game so much. That's what he does. It's like what he thinks about. Like, he just loves it.
Probably trying to get away from those 10 kids he has.
35 kids?
Doesn't Rivers, doesn't he have like 1 million kids?
And grandkids now. He's a grandpa.
Right. Right. Grandpa. Oh my God. So what a wild week then.
Asked, is he the first grandpa to play in the NFL?
Oh my God.
Dude,
this week's been wild in general. Like, Andy Dick got an overdose on the street in California. I mean, it's like, and then he just comes out and says he likes doing crack. I mean, my God, what is going on, Mikey, in this world? Oh,
name's Andy Dick. It makes sense why you like it.
Yeah, like crack. Give me that crack.
Oh, I heard that same thing, Robert. The Eagles, they talk about, because they have a couple first rounders and the way they're set up, trading Hurts and a couple firsts for Burrow.
Man, that'd be wild.
That just seems right up the house.
I don't think Bengals would do that though. They're not going to get. Didn't they just pay him Burrow not too long ago?
A couple years
back, right? Yeah, nah, they're not. Unless he requests a trade. I mean, I could see that, but then he'd be leaving Chase, right? And
but you leaving Chase to go to Devonta Smith and and AJ Brown and.
But he also fought for Chase and T to stay there and get their contract.
The one that would surprise me, the one that I heard, the big one could be Minnesota.
That's a good Minnesota boy.
Have like 2 first rounds, JJ McCarthy, and like 2 second rounds, and then he goes from Chase to his other college teammate and Jefferson.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, that'd be a good fit, perfect fit, really. Man, but Minnesota. JJ, boy, they really messed up with that one, huh?
10 kids, no thank you. McCarthy, yeah. Talk about messing up that one.
Yeah, they. I just didn't see it when he was in Michigan, man. I kept telling people I just don't see it, man. But I mean, he's still young, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, Red Furnace in the house. What's going on, brother? It's been a minute.
What up, man?
We're glad to see you.
What up?
It says no better time to be world champ. Mahomes down, Burrow down, Jackson down.
Dude.
The problem
is wild season.
This is like the worst Bills team Josh has had.
Yeah, too, right? So it's not like it's great with honor on our end either. We just happen to be still winning and they're not. Like we have at least a winning record and they do not. By the way, too, Thursday Night Football was crazy. Tampa Bay blowing that lead.
Oh,
Mike Evans pissed off. Their coach throwing F-bombs after the game. Like this week's been wild. Well, just a bunch of crazy shit going on just this whole week.
How about Higgins out this week, concussion?
Yeah, right. Kind of funny how that works, huh? And you know what? The NFL can't do anything, Mikey, because if they did, they'd be in trouble too, because they have their own. They have the ability at any time to pull them off the field. They didn't. So, I mean, really, technically, Higgins could say, "Hey, NFL, you fucked me here. You saw you should have seen I was fucked up." TJ Watt, did you hear about that? Possibly getting poked, like Tyrod Taylor did.
No,
and he's out for the week. That's what the rumor is. He had to go in for something happened over it, like Tyrod. I forget what the thing that he got poked, but usually that happens with an injection.
Not only that, but he has surgery for a collapsed lung.
Yes, that's it. Yes, so usually that's what Tyrod had. Remember, the guy accidentally poked him. I'm not saying that happened, but I heard rumors that could have been the case. If that is, man, that's wild. So TJ Watt not playing this week.
Yikes!
What up, Christy?
Christy in the house. Revenge game against my team.
That it is. Yep, it is.
Patriots dominance.
Oh my!
They have a shot. Might not make it if they don't gain momentum. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, we're talking about that. That's talking about the Ravens. The Ravens, do have a shot because the Steelers aren't good without TJ at all.
No. I mean, man, dude, it's crazy, really, honestly, these divisions and what is happening around the NFL and just in general, bro. Like, I mean, that AFC North is, like you said, the Bengals still have, it's so bad, the Bengals technically can still win the division. I mean, how is that possible? It's just so bad. And then you got the AFC South. It's not great either. I mean, you got a 3-team race there. You got 9-4, 8-5. No, I'm saying record. Like, you got a race here of all these teams at 8-5. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, the Colts are dropping because of this injury, right? We'll see. I'm very interested to see how
injury.
They were, but this is not going to help, right? Like, this is they've lost 3 in a row. I don't see them winning this weekend, right? So. They're falling, and Houston's gaining momentum, but Jacksonville's playing decent. They're getting the wins, man. They're stacking the wins. And then you got the AFC West, Mikey, right? And it looks like
Dallas
Denver
talks about it. Dallas says, don't count out them Chiefs. They're gonna find a way to sneak in and get the 7 seed. They're gonna.
They
until they're dead, can't write them off.
Yeah, they may. They got some tough games coming up, though. We'll see.
It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. Going through. Some other things going around. The Bills are getting healthier. It's like two come back, one goes down.
That's one important guy.
Talking to Benford, 2 best games of his career, comes up and hurts his toe.
Yep. That's now 7+ guys, 7+ injuries that happened during practice this season. Lovely. So what is going on in practice with these guys that are getting injured during practice? It's I don't know if it's McDermott just pushing these guys too much but something's up there. They have to figure that out. You cannot have guys getting hurt in practice. You can't, especially your top guys. But yeah, that's a huge loss if he doesn't play this weekend. And I don't think he practiced today. So he's more than likely. He's out.
And he's questionable.
Probably game time decision then. It'll probably be a game time decision.
They'll test him on Sunday, see how he's feeling, and then make it to most likely he's out. Because they're not going to push him and have him chance to re-aggravate and cause more damage and then him be out longer.
Correct.
This is a great one from the Red Furnace. McDermott told Josh Allen, just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through.
Right.
That's great. Not gonna lie, that's really
true.
great.
That's true.
Yeah, the Panthers are in the lead in the NFC South.
They took the lead because of Tampa lost. Yeah, which is another crazy division. So that's Carolina at 7-6, Tampa at 7-7. And yeah, I mean that's a fight, and there. I mean, that's going to come down to the end there. How about the West with the Rams and Seahawks 10-3 each? I mean, and San Francisco at 9
right behind them,
right there at 9-4. So I mean, wild. Even the North isn't bad. Lions 8-5, Bears 9-4, Packers 9-3. I mean, man, I'm telling you, man.
Who knows what's going to happen in the East, because the Philly has not looked like Philly.
No, bro. Yeah, it's going to come down to, you know what's crazy? It might come down to week 18 for a lot of these divisions. Divisions, yeah, which is wild. Because usually by week 18, there's maybe 1, 2, the most. It might be like more than 2 this season. So we'll see.
Yeah,
and playoffs.
And Christy's talking about here, being completely transparent. I have a feeling the Bills may get us this game, and if that happens, they have to beat the Ravens.
Correct.
If they don't, there's a chance, like Miami. Miami catches them, like they should.
They
win
can play
the
spoilers.
They should win the division. They should. Regardless of what happens this week, they should still win the division. But, I wouldn't look past both Baltimore or Miami. I think they'll smoke the Jets. The Jets aren't good.
Oh, the Jets are terrible, dude. That would be, if the Patriots lost the Jets, that would be unbelievable. But no, I do think the Ravens can be tricky. It is in Baltimore. It just depends on what Baltimore team shows up. And then the Dolphins, even if they're out by then, would probably still be trying to play spoiler, right? It's a division game. So that's an interesting game for sure. And if New England has to play it, which they may, that's not good for them going into the playoffs too. Like, right? Like, because you want to usually get your guys rested, not play week 18, especially if you wrapped up the division. So
here's the ultimate Bills fans' nightmare. The Patriots crumble down the stretch, right? That happens. The Bills win out. They get the 2 seed. The Chiefs get the 7 seed. It's 2 versus 7.
right, of course.
Week
right. 1. That would so be our luck. Right. That would so be our luck, bro.
Tommy, what do you think about the Bills being favored?
Yeah. By not a lot.
1.5.
It doesn't make a difference. 1.5. Basically, I would say it's even, Steven, if I were like betting lines, but of course New England's taking it to heart. I know Stephon Diggs, we're the underdogs. I mean, do you really feel like you are? I mean, you guys won 10 in a row. I don't know if anyone's calling you underdogs at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's safe to say now New England's a good team. You know what I mean? So I don't know if people are like, bro, a lot of these, not only that, a lot of around national media, like sports media, they have New England either 1 or 2 on the power ranking. So I don't know why you're talking about like you're underdog. You're a good football team that's won 10 in a row. And
it's
honestly, minus a point is not, bro, point favorite, 1.5 is not it's not like they have us favored by 7. You know what I mean? So like, I don't get that, but I think we're favored honestly because of the quarterback, maybe Josh Allen versus May, maybe, but I don't know. Honestly, that's a great question. I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. You know what? It's an interesting take. I don't know why we would be favored. I'll be honest with you. I think we should be the opposite. I think New England should be favored by at least 1.5, 2.5.
The 1.5. Usually,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's weird. Right.
But Vegas odds love the Bills and Josh Allen.
They do.
In December.
They do. But it's weird though. Like I said, like it's not like we're stacked either. You know what I mean? Like we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot going for us as far as talent. Like I feel like the Patriots have a more like well-rounded team than us. But maybe they're also going on. I don't know. What would they experience? Maybe I have no. That's an odd thing. I don't know, Mikey. That's weird.
A lot of it, I think, has to do with everyone's looking at it like, oh, look at the soft schedule. You play who's put on your schedule.
I'm
done listening to that bullcrap. Like,
yeah, I
you
don't.
know, at the end of the day, I don't care. Let's see. Like, they can only beat who they play, and they beat the Bills.
Right, and who have we beat? I mean, we beat a Chiefs team that's not even 500. Are they even 500 now? Are they below 500? Where are they now?
I think they're
the damn Chiefs.
Aren't they 6 and 7?
They're 6 and 7. Right. Yeah. So under 500 Chiefs, but they're still a good team. But still, if you want to be technical, our Ravens team that's under 500, like who have we really beaten? Right? Tampa, who's not playing good either. Like, I mean, Baltimore, Chiefs.
I mean, granted, when we played all these teams, they were playing well. But
the Bengals, I get it, but still, I mean, just saying, if you want to be technical, I mean, record-wise, like. Yeah. If you want to go record for record, like we haven't really, we beat the Bengals. Like, whoa, the Bengals have 4 wins. Like, it's, I get they're playing better, but come on, man.
No, I'm with you on that. Baltimore will either really dominant or legitimately. Yeah, like even the win that we beat, like the Ravens, like that was the best version of the Ravens in week 1, but they haven't been good.
No, and then they got blown out by the Lions the following week. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you, Christy. I don't believe that the Patriots are crumbling. I don't. I think they're coached too well. Like I loved the hire for New England. What I didn't like about it was they're going to make them a really good team. But I think Vrabel is a great coach, and getting McDaniel back was fantastic for Drake May because he's going to stay with Drake forever. He's already had 2 shots of being a head coach. No one else is going to give him that shot again a third time. So Drake's going to have him for as long as he wants to be there.
Yeah. No, you can't take away what New England's done this year. You can't. Yeah. I don't care who they play. I don't care who they played. Winning every weekend in the NFL is super tough, dude. 10 in a row. That's impressive, man. You know what's crazy, Mikey? The Lions haven't won back-to-back games since September. They're freaking out over here about their team. Isn't that crazy? That's a crazy stat. Like, Jesus, since September? That's a while back, right? Like, so, things aren't going... It's crazy, Mikey, really, honestly. Things aren't going well for a lot of teams that were supposed to be top dogs this year. You know what I mean? The Lions, the Bills. Let's be honest. The Bills we were thinking for sure we got the division, which we thought, the Ravens we thought would be on paper. Remember Super Bowl favorite. A lot of people had them Super Bowl favorites going into the season. Not going so well. The Chiefs, I mean, it's wild. Really wild year.
So Patriots self-generate motivation. Yeah, I mean it's wild. Here's the thing: they're saying it may snow on Sunday too, though. Does that favor
New England?
Yeah. Does that favor Buffalo?
It may, but they are used
our
to
defense
it too.
Sucks, but our defense sucks regardless. So, like anything to make their defense worse, I'm good with.
Honestly, they're used to the snow too. I don't know. I'll tell you what. They played us in the snow a few years ago, and they whipped it. They didn't even. They passed one time?
That wasn't
or
snow,
no
that
times.
Was the wind. That wasn't snow. That was the wind.
Oh, it was a wind. You're right. It was
like 60
I thought it was snowing too.
Mile-an-hour wind. No.
Yeah. But either way, like they're used to the snow too. I don't think that's I don't know if that favors us, but maybe if we go to that 3 tight end set, that seems to be working for us now. We'll find out if that's our thing. But
here's the thing: every time the Bills do something that we like, they change it up the next week and go back to doing something that don't work.
They do. I have no idea anymore. So beats me, Mikey. I wish I knew. I wish I had the answer. What this team's going to do each week, what works the best. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I would love to just sit in be a fly on the wall and look at Joe Brady's, I don't
want to look at Joe Brady's anything.
Game plan, just to see if it's changed each week. Another week, another chance for McDermott to be humiliated. Yeah, look, Steve, I mean, we'll see what happens this week, but I get it. I mean, we'll see if he gets out-coached.
Talking about being humiliated. What about Greg Cosell going on Cowherd? Flaming.
Yeah, so I sent
both of them.
I sent you that earlier, which is wild. Funny, he doesn't, like I said, I told you earlier, he doesn't do that when he's on with Chris Brown. He, which I get, he's not going to come on and shred the Bills on their own. But, yeah, dude, I mean, honestly, bro, he spoke the truth. And he spoke the truth. It's really what we've been saying, what I've been saying, what Steve Lynn's been saying, what Post-Podium. I mean, the people that really understand what's going on here, there's just not, if we're going to be real, not a lot of talent, like real awesome talent on this team. There's a few players like Josh Allen, James Cook, but we have a lot of average to good, I guess, players. We just don't have a lot of superstar great needle move. Yeah, we just don't. And Costell's, I mean, he's right. Like, Costell's right. Like, what do we have on offense outside of James Cook? I mean, nobody. I mean, we got some decent
you do.
guys.
Big Game Gabe.
Big Game Gabe. Yeah.
BGG.
Yeah. And of course, he got on the defense too. We don't really, and I get it. I understand it. But honestly, it's kind of how it's been here, man. This is it's not that new, right? I mean, this is the same as last year, Mikey. It's just, I think it's just gotten worse. I think, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. The problem is this, Mikey. If McDermott's unwilling to change, if Bean's unwilling to change, I don't know what to say.
I love this one. I know we're gonna win by 2 touchdowns. Man, talk about
that's confidence,
ego boost right there. If the Bills walk in and smack down the Patriots,
yeah, no,
by 2 touchdowns, it's gonna do one of 2 things. The national media is going to say, oh, that was the real Bills are back. Or they're going to say, oh, the Patriots were fluffed up by an easy schedule, which I still think is the dumbest argument in football.
Yeah, no, I love the confidence. I do, and it's great. And I wish we would. That would be a great statement win if we won like that. But honestly, I'm expecting like a 6-point game either way. Somewhere around there. It's going to be similar to the last game played. I think it's going to be a little bit of back and forth.
Maybe we don't turn it over 3 times.
And maybe we don't. Yeah, maybe we don't turn it over 3 times. But yeah, I don't see any. I don't see the Patriots blowing us out, and I don't see the Bills, dog walking them. Yeah, nah. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, getting Bosa and Brown back's big, but losing our cornerback story of the season. Yeah, you're right. Can't wait to watch the love each other's culture versus light up the other team culture. Can't wait to watch everyone begin with a wide receiver like Diggs.
Like Diggs? Diggs is it is what it is.
Like Diggs was fantastic when he was here. But in the clutch, Diggs wasn't great for us. When we needed Diggs most, he wasn't great for us.
Yep. No, not at the end, Mikey. That I agree. But see, I get you're frustrated, Steve. I understand your point. But I don't want to I don't want that to happen either. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess it's hard for me to say, but I don't wish upon our demise or shit, for us getting, blown out just to make a point that McDermott's not the guy. You get what I'm saying? I get where you're at, and I'm frustrated like you. And
no matter what.
Right. So I don't want that to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I get what you're saying, but I don't want to think that because you know what I mean? I don't want to put it out there like that. So I just want us to win and despise of McDermott. How's that? If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Yeah, Scott, and I'm with you. He was brutal on the Bills roster assessment, but really it wasn't even so much to talk down on McDermott and Bean. Like that was Cowherd's, where he was headed with it. But really it was a defense of Josh because everyone's saying, oh, Josh has to win it this year. Like this is the worst team Josh has had in 6 years. Like, what are we talking about? Just because those other teams aren't in it doesn't mean Josh magically has a really good team.
Yeah, it's the whole take about like it's an unfair thing, and I get it. Quarterbacks, that when we judge a team, right, Mikey, we judge it usually by three things, right? GM, head coach, and quarterback. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. But in reality, it's a team sport, right? It takes a lot to win, a lot to happen. And I look at when we talk or when people bring up the fact that Josh Allen can't get it done, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it would be very fair if Allen would be a guy that choked in the playoffs, continuing, like constantly throwing intercept. I would be for that. And I would say, you know what? Okay, that's a valid point. He's not helping, right? But he's playing terrible. But that's not the case. So I hate that when people bring that up. Allen's trash, can't get it done, can't win the big game. Bro, his numbers are through the roof, right? Now, if you want to say that about Lamar, honestly, I get the argument. I do. He's a great regular season quarterback, but for whatever reason, when Lamar hits the playoffs, he just doesn't play like the Lamar in the regular season. So I'll go with that. You know what I mean? But Allen, bro, I don't know what else more people want or expect from him to do. And I think that's what Greg Roussel's kind of trying to say. Like, dude, the team's not good. They're 9-4. They're 9-4 because of this guy.
You can't say that it's not good. They're 9-4.
No, but he's saying the main reason, right, is really Josh Allen is making this team. Because without Josh, where do you have this team at? 4 wins this year? 3? 4? Yeah. We're like, realistic.
If that.
Right. So, all right, let's hit the super chat real quick.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, man. Believe Tommy MVP going to rep. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. Every game we go to play on Sundays or Mondays or Thursday, I always believe. And that's why I always pick the Bills to win, because I do believe we have the best quarterback in the NFL. And that's not me just saying that because he's on our team. I just truly believe he's a unicorn. He is just different, right? And you always have a chance. I don't care who you play. I don't care who's our head coach, right? For as much as I hate McDermott, if Allen's on the field, Mikey, I always believe we have an opportunity. We have a chance to win that game, regardless. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like who the opponent is.
Yeah. This is can't wait to watch McDermott's defense on third down this week. Patriots going to win by 10 easy. Easy's
I disagree.
Little rough, but okay.
Steve, you know what, Steve? I'll hold you that. Fine. Yeah. But Steve, you're usually here post game. I will hold you to that if you want to make a friendly wager, because I totally disagree with that. Now, they may win, but I don't think it would be an easy win, and 2, I don't think it would be by 10. If they win, it's going to be around the same, a 6-point game. And if the Bills win, I think it's the same thing. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, bro. It wasn't a blowout the first time. We made a lot of bad turnovers. I get they're at a hot streak right now. But I still, they've also had games since then where they've had some nail biters against some not such great teams. So, granted, they got the dub, but I just don't see them being this dominant team where we just can't hang, if that makes any sense. So, I'll hold you to that. I will. If they beat us by 10, easy peasy, okay, yeah, I'll eat crow on that. But I don't see it.
Yeah. Spend things, Diggs is going for 300.
Yeah,
dude. If he goes for 300, he'll crack 1,000 yards on the year.
If he goes for 300, would that be a record? What's the record for a single season game? I mean, that's pretty high, dude.
Could we consider Diggs a great eraser? What was better about the offensive talent then versus now? Just a thought. Then we didn't have a running game and no offensive line, really. That was when we were just starting to build the offensive line, and our offense flowed through Diggs. Now we don't have anybody on the outside, because when Diggs was there, we had the outside. If we go back to the one where we had Diggs, Beasley, Manny Sands, Gabe, that was my favorite.
Yeah, that
offense.
was
when
stacked.
Josh was just like that 13 seconds year. Like that offense was just stupid good.
No running back, but stacked.
Yeah. Like it's just a different style of offense now, Keys. It's not really one's better than the other. Like we run the ball way better now than we did then.
Yeah.
We threw the ball way better then than we ran the ball, you know. So it's just a different style is all it is. The difference is we're pissed that they have neutered Josh Allen in the passing game.
We substituted one for the other, which you shouldn't do. Right? You want to be balanced, right? And we substituted our passing game for a running game to please the almighty McDermott, which you could have done this and still had weapons for Allen, right? Like, once again, makes zero sense, right? You could still have both. You had Cook, right? You had it. You had the offensive line building. I don't know why you would just give up on the passing game. So, or take that part away, right? So that part I don't like, Mikey. So yeah, you're right though, Mikey. There is a difference. The offense is what it is now. It's just a different. It's just different, I guess. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm a fan of Dubs. So, season ain't over. Let's just pick up the Dubs and see what happens in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of the offense. I'm not. I don't like I don't like this offense at all.
No, because it also neuters your $330 million quarterback.
Correct.
You know,
and just,
but this is what Sean McDermott has wanted since Dayball.
Yeah, this is what he been preaching.
Yeah,
been preaching it.
Except his defense isn't good. He's like, play strong defense, run the ball. Well, you don't play strong defense, so we need to throw the ball. You jackass.
Right.
Spin comes in and says, has Lamar even been good? Can't tell. I haven't watched any other games. Not lately. It's been about a month.
No.
Like he has, like ever since he's come back from his injury, he has not played well.
He's had a rough year. This is one of his worst seasons for sure.
Diggs making May better, just like he did for Josh. He's because what Diggs does, he gives him a proven, trustworthy receiver. When in doubt, he has someone to go to.
Well, you know what's funny? So year 2, May gets Diggs. And Allen got Diggs in year 3. So perfect timing for a younger quarterback, right? To have a veteran receiver, a guy that you can count on. Like that's what we did for Allen when Diggs got here. He was a perfect guy, right? So they did May like perfect with adding the Diggs there. Perfect guy. Because you know what? Say what you want about Diggs, but the dude does put everything on the field. Like he the guy, he practices hard. He when it's game time, he shows up. He's reliable. He doesn't get hurt often, except for the 1 year for Houston, but that was just a freak thing. But regular season wise, he's usually pretty good to go. Yeah. So it was a good addition.
I think it's just the way it ended. Like him after he dropped the pass, walking off field, like whatever. I think that's just what stuck with me because he was fantastic as a Buffalo Bill. He really was. And I'm not happy that he's gone because he's kind of what we need in this offense right now. But he hates the head coach. And I don't blame him. I want to hit on Randy's comment and Steve's comment. What I was saying earlier wasn't that he wasn't telling the truth. I'm just saying, like, you don't hear him talk like that on Wins Bills Live. And Colin Cowherd, calling him out, whether it's right or not, is flaming them. Set them on fire. Tell how it really is. I don't disagree. So, no one here thinks I'm rooting for Sean McDermott and think he's a good coach. Just
no. So Randy, and Steve Lynn, you should know. We've been talking about this for years. So we're not defending it at all. Matter of fact, I've been talking about Colin Cowherd. Listen, Colin Cowherd's been talking about this for years now as well, about this team, about McDermott, where he's reached his ceiling as a head coach. I always bring it up because for me, I feel like he keeps it real for the most part. He's still kind of clickbaitish but that's what he does. But I feel like out of all the guys, he kind of keeps it closest to the real talk you're going to get. But no, he's absolutely right. Like he's not wrong. The only point we were making is he doesn't. Cassell's on our show weekly. He never brings that up when he's on with Chris Brown. Never. You never hear him bring that stuff up. So for me, just if you're gonna say it there, say it here. I don't care. Like, say it. Say what you mean.
Did you hear the Bills are taking Bean's free agency privilege because Bean picks injury-prone players? I'm not going down that rabbit hole. You guys aren't sucking me back down this rabbit hole. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Woo!
You know, not gonna get me tonight.
Man.
Josh's autogram of this generation. Yeah, Josh is just a stud. You know,
Are you guys not seeing that though? By the way, like, come on, guys. Like, are you not seeing what's happening in front of your eyes? That this is all setting up for McDermott to fire Bean.
Absolutely, it is.
Like,
Especially after the whole thing about them losing Jamarcus Ingram, a coach's healthy scratch 3 weeks in a row. Now all of a sudden it's Bean's fault that he doesn't have him on the roster anymore, and he's all pissy about it. Like, he wasn't good enough to be active. What the hell are you bitching about, McDermott? It's just the next domino line. Who can I fire now?
Yep.
And he's throwing for what I suck at.
Yep. Throwing, which I don't mind him throwing Brady. I'm not a big Brady fan, but he's also thrown him under the bus multiple times this year. So my thing with that is it's almost like a Frazier situation where either he's going to get fired or it's going to be a mutual or he's going to get hired somewhere else. So it's going to be almost like, hey, we didn't need him anyways. You saw what I was saying through the whole season, right? He was fucking up. Like, that's what it's going to happen with Bean. We weren't on the same page, right? He wasn't getting the guys I want. Whatever bullshit he's going to say, right? I wish him the best, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, guys, it's a power. It's an ego trip.
McDermott's the issue. At the end of the day, 100%. McDermott's the issue.
100%.
Christy comes in and says Diggs was nicer on the Bills. He's okay with us. Well, here's the difference.
He's older though too.
He has 79 targets this year so far. He averaged like 150 targets with us. So you guys just don't target him as much as we did. That's why. Like, he has 79 targets for 705 yards. Diggs is actually doing on pace the same thing he did with Buffalo. The difference is they don't throw to him as much.
I also think that has to do with he's still damn good, but he's also taken anytime after an injury like that, you're in aging, you're going to take a little step back, right, in your career. So he's not the player he once was when he was here. Not saying he's bad. He's still really good. He's just not as dominant as he once was in Buffalo. You know what I mean? Like, his prime was here, right? His prime was in Minnesota, at the tail end of Minnesota, and then into Buffalo. He really shined. Then he left, got hurt in Houston. It's tough to rebound from that. You're also getting older. So, yeah, he's still very good, but I don't think he's in his prime anymore. I think he's kind of just fading away from it. But he's still hella good. I take him back in a heartbeat. So,
no, we lost him over a first-round pick this year versus next year. But,
it was a first and a third, and yep, correct. Yeah,
I agree, Steve. It's just it's wild. Cook is neutralized. Nobody on the outside ever steps up. Allen can't throw it himself. Well, if you ask people around the league, he should. I mean, hell, ask half the Bills Mafia. Think it's Josh's fault that the team sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hilarious when we play well. McDermott has nothing to do with it, and it's everyone else. When we play bad, he has total control on the team. Yeah. It's like McDermott's the problem. Like, I've been saying it, me and Tommy both have been saying it for years. But the owner, and really maybe it's not McDermott, maybe it's the owner. The owner doesn't want to make a change.
Yeah.
Keeps us in the playoffs and brings them money.
Did you ever take the time to read that whole article, by the way, or no? That Dunn article? Just curious. No. That Tyler Dunn article. Okay. So I've been, me, I work crazy hours. So boredom last night, I read just part 1 of that article. Holy shit. It's an interesting read. Very interesting read. Highly suggest, if you guys have time, you're just bored late at night, whatever, definitely Google search that Tyler Dunn article. It is on the internet. Wow. Talk about an ego on our head coach. It's wild, the stuff that was rumored, the sources. Now, once again, Mikey, some of it could be bullshit. I don't know, but it's crazy, Mike. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Steelers says, I want McDermott to get the fire McDermott cheers at home like Tomlin. But the problem is you'll never see it because half of Bill's Mafia is so scared of going back to the drought years. They just want to keep running it back.
That is the biggest problem we have here in Buffalo. It's just the biggest problem is people are, you know what? It's just not even Buffalo. I think people in general, Mikey, are afraid of change, right? Like you have a phone, you're used to it, but it's acting up a little bit, but you're so used to it and how the buttons are. You don't want to change a phone, right? You're so familiar with it. You don't want to go through a whole new thing, getting apps, and you know what I mean? Like, so you suffer, right? It's good enough. It still works. Guys, you have to eventually take the change, right? You eventually have to take the chance, right? I get it, but some people are just not willing to do it, Mikey. You know who's not willing to? The owner. So, and he's the most important part of this. So, and we talked about that.
Yeah. Steve, I actually disagree with you on the Rams without Stafford. I don't think they're a poverty franchise without Stafford. I also don't think
the Rams.
I also don't think Chiefs without Mahomes are a poverty franchise. We've watched them play without Mahomes and still win games against good teams. I truly believe McVay and Andy Reid would find a way to do it. Now, the Ravens without Lamar, okay, I'll give you that. They're not very good.
Okay,
Burrow, the Bengals aren't good with Burrow.
Correct. So you remember who talked about this was actually Cowherd and his buddy. They actually brung this up. Remember, they were like, okay, if you take this guy off this team, and they made great points. They're like, hey, like this team with the ownership, GM, they've won without these guys. Like Andy Reid, yeah, it would suck if they lost Mahomes, but Andy Reid, they would find themselves a quarterback and still be a playoff team, right? They have good coaches. They have Andy Reid. Like Baltimore has a good like they would eventually rebound. Buffalo, when they got to us, we were terrible for so long with that. Like we've never been good until the 90s. You know what I mean? So what makes you think that we would rebound from that? We just won it. We would not be. I don't know if we would, Mikey, if we lost Josh Allen. I just don't see it. We'd have to get lucky in the draft again. And that could take years and years and years of being terrible.
Scott wants to know, do we think Kelsey's playing his last year? I don't think so.
That's a good question. I don't know.
You think so, Mikey? That Tommy think Bill's criticism? Absolutely. Tommy's one of the hardest people on the Bills.
Yeah, I
sometimes he's a little too negative for my liking.
Yeah. I really this year I've been trying to stay in the middle a little bit more because I'm coming to the conclusion, like, and no offense to the people that that just kind of want to bash the Bill, and I get it, but for me, Mikey, I told you this earlier. I can't erase the past. I can't. I'm getting tired of kind of just going back in time and going, what if? And I can't predict the future. I got to just stay in the now. And the now is, and we're week 15. We're in week 15. We're 9-4. Like, we'll worry about that when that time comes in the offseason. We'll talk about it again. But right now, like, I know I'll bring it up again some point, but I can't change anything. I can't do the 13. You know what I'm saying, Mikey? Like, so it's kind of like just, what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, moving on. We can't do anything about it, guys. Like, this is it. We're here. We're still in the season. Let's see what happens. I know it sucks, and I wish we were better, but I will say this. There's a lot of teams outside of Buffalo with a lot of pissed off fans right now. It's just not us. A lot.
We got a lot of pissed off fans.
A lot, yeah.
Steve,
yeah.
If McDermott fires Beans, eventually the light will shine on McDermott. Fired or not, people like McDermott, Reeves, Schottenheimer's always humiliated. I'm just sad Josh has to take the ride. I'm with you on this one, Steve. I've never been more aligned with you than I am on this take right here.
Yeah, it's a good take.
It's a really good take because at the end of the day, you're right. Because here's the thing: he did it. He did it to Frazier. He did it to Dorsey. You know, he did it to his, whatever coordinator was next. Now he'll do it to Bean. He does anything other than take accountability for his own actions, and that's sad.
Yep. Fired Dennison right from the riff. Did not get along with Dable right from pretty much the jump. Cut Dorsey, blame Dorsey, even though Dorsey really wasn't that bad, guys. I mean, I wasn't thrilled with him, but
didn't control.
He wasn't bad.
Putting 12 guys on the field on a field goal attempt.
No. Right. So I mean, the Frazier thing is a little ridiculous, right? Like, let's be real, right? Him taking over play calling duties on multiple defensive coordinators is outrageous in my opinion. I think that's craziness. There's a lot, guys. Chad Hall leaving for the same position. I mean, we've talked about this time and time again, but man, he's a problem. And once again, though, if he fires Bean, who's he hiring? Is he promoting within? Is it Terry Gray, who's just going to be another guy that is like one of his coordinators who is just going to be on his strings, right? That he's going to march to what Bean wants him to march to. So what's going to change? I mean, nothing. And I don't think Terry Bagula, once again, I don't think he really is invested in the football side of things. He's invested in the business side of things. And that is where we have our disconnect here, guys. And that's what worries me.
Yeah, I don't know. Bobby, I'm with you on that. I just can't keep talking about the same bullshit over and over.
Yeah, we did 2 hours on Monday.
Over and over.
I know.
Here's the thing. Tommy and I wanted to oust that fucker after the 13 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray to God I'm wrong and he gets us over the hump and we win a Super Bowl. But until that happens, I don't want him to be our head coach.
Yeah. And honestly, guys, if we do win one with Sean McDermott, the reality of it will be we won because of Josh Allen. More than likely. It's not going to be because it's great, awesome game plan he had and the defense is just unbelievable, scheme that he dialed up. The chances of that are super slim. It's going to be because Josh Allen, once again, just kind of did his thing and then made it happen. And that's the real true reason. So, but I'm cool with that too. If that happens, Mikey, I don't care who the coach is, right? So get it done.
Christy, I'm not doubting Lamar. Lamar's a stud. At the end of the day, the dude's a flat out stud. I don't know what's going on with them there, but it could be their head coach too on the way out the door. So we'll be interested to see. We are in a drought year. It's purgatory. We just have a good roster. We just have a good roster without a quarterback and never makes playoffs. Now we have a below average roster with a Hall of Fame quarterback and never get the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's wild.
I will take this version of the Bills over the drought year Bills. I'm sorry. At least I see winning football.
100%. I'm with you, right? At least we have something to, not even winning football. At least we have something to kind of look forward to, even when we lose in the playoffs and to your point, I guess it's the same. Like, we at least know we're going to be competitive. How about that? We're going to be competitive each year, right? Because we know we have Josh Allen. So we're not going to be going into any season going with the fact that, like, oh, man, this season's going to be a bust, right? Like, but it's a bad mindset at the same time because we know the deal, right? Like, the outcome is kind of been the same, right? We're 9 years into it. Right, it's already written. So that's the disappointing part as a fan, right? It's not, once again, if we're year 3 in, year 4, it's fun, it's exciting. Okay, you get booted, hey, okay, no big deal. We're going into year 3 or year 4. We still could do this. But guys, like, eventually, man, Jesus Christ, year 9, year 10, eventually you're going to be like, good is just not good enough, right? We need great, right? Like, and that's where I think we're at and where Steve's at and where a lot of people are at.
Roy said, if you had to choose between McDermott and Bean, I'm taking McDermott, and we're not friends anymore, Roy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think
McDermott's
Keys
the problem.
said the same thing. Yeah, there's certain people that are just not. They're just not fans of Bean right now. So, and I get it, but he's not the issue in my opinion either. Yeah.
And Bean will be without a job for all of 5 seconds, just like McDermott will be when they get fired.
Correct. Yeah, it won't last.
Bean
long.
has 2 Executive of the Year awards. How many Coach of the Year awards does McDermott have? Oh, wait.
Zippo.
Yep. Bills having playoffs without Josh Allen. Bills going on a run. I'm with you. I think we're going on a run too. My question is when we play the best of the best, will McDermott be able to get his defense, because he's a defensive-minded coach that Roy wants here because he likes him better than Bean, even though he's the reason why we freaking lose every year. He can't not give up 38 points in the playoffs. But let's keep that guy.
Right.
Roy, so disappointed in you. If the Bills win the Super Bowl this year, does that make me any different? Then no. It just means that Josh found a way to do it without him, and that means we're going to get another 5 to 10 years with McDermott. But I'm not going to bitch and complain because we have a Super Bowl, and I just want one in my lifetime.
Right. When the Canes won the championship, they won with Larry Coker, not the greatest coach in the world, but he had the talent, right? So the talent was actually the reason why. It wasn't so much Larry Coker, right? He basically inherited a team that was so good, Mikey. Of course, he didn't have to. They literally said players would be like, the dude is not even, he just is there, right? We didn't even need him, right? So I wish this team was like that. And if we do win, honestly, it's not because of what McDermott did. More than likely, it's because Josh Allen, the offense, somehow figured a way, and we just got it done. But I won't credit McDermott, no. Unless that dude, let me tell you, Mikey, unless somehow, some way, we got to a Super Bowl, and that dude drew up the fucking most unbelievable defensive game plan in his life, and we just, allowed 6 points, right? And the defense was down. Then I would say, you know what? Okay, here's your flowers, fucking McDermott. Here we fucking go. But that I'd be shocked.
I think it's time for the entire staff change. My biggest being is his roster construction, mainly wide receiver room. He's trying to suck me down the rabbit hole. Roy's really, really wants to see me go on a rant about this. He's trying to suck me down the rabbit hole, Tommy. He's trying. Really trying. Don't sell Pagula short. He wanted Mahomes. McDermott just said no. Hopefully Pagula remembers. Yeah. Pagula has an eye for football. Like, he has an eye for quarterbacks. He also is the one who said Josh. Yeah. What coach would I be happy with? Gruden, McDaniels? I'd be happy with Gruden. I'd take Gruden in a heartbeat. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not even so much worried about the coach of what side of the ball. I want an offensive-minded head coach. But I think the message has gone stale in the room.
Yeah.
And after 10 years, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different outcome, that's the definition of insanity. You need to try to switch something up. There is all kinds of good young coaches out there that could end up being good. You have an all-world quarterback who single-handedly, look at this year with McDermott. His defense sucks, and he's a defensive-minded head coach. And your all-world quarterback carries you. You tell me we can't bring in almost anybody off the street that could be better and still do the same thing? I have a hard time believing that Josh couldn't carry us to a playoffs even with a rookie head coach.
Right. Yeah. I mean, guys, name a player that ever said they wanted to play for McDermott or couldn't wait to be in his defense. Name a player that left the Bills that praised McDermott and his defense or even praised him as a head coach. It's always Josh, right? So normally, guys, right, when you hear about the great coaches out there, the Harbaughs, the Reeds, the Tomlins, their names get mentioned, right? You hear them in interviews, right? Our coach, bro, when you hear about McDermott is when Cowherd's ripping him or we're ripping him. You don't hear man, this McDermott, his defense is unbelievable and top. Like, you don't hear that. So no, players come here to play for Josh Allen, and players leave here disappointed, I think. And I think that is also becoming an issue with getting free agents here that want to actually play here. Because who wants to play for McDermott? I'm just saying.
Yep.
It's a risk. It's a real risk.
Spence says, Roy, if you had to pick between Tommy and Mikey. Roy's taking Team Mikey, Tommy.
Oh, my God. Did he say
He's taking Team Mikey. Tommy never stops talking. Although Roy comes back with a great argument. Doesn't that mean Tommy gives you more content?
That is great. That is funny, man.
I'm with you on Gruden. I think Gruden would be ideal. An ideal head coach. I thought Sean Payton or Jim Harbaugh should have been who we hired when we had the chance.
Dude, dude, if Gruden called Terry Bagula and was like, bro, hey, I'd be willing to come. Dude, McDermott, we gotta talk, bro. All right? I can't pass this off forever. Sorry, bro. Like, yeah, dude, you can't. Like, dude, Gruden is just he's different, bro. He's just different. And I don't know. I feel like his voice would be loud here and players would buy in. Like, I don't think players are bought into McDermott anymore. Like you said, I feel like his voice is stale. I think his camp stories are done. You know what I mean? Like, it's over with, right? Like, no one is buying into it anymore, right? And we just need that new leader. That's it. You just need a new leader in the room that the players want to play for.
Not only that, give me someone who's done it, been there at the big.
Well,
stage.
That too.
I mean, shit. I'll take Mike McCarthy. Go give me Mike McCarthy. I'll take him.
I would too.
Offensive mind, won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, I would happily take him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know, Josh Allen, when he plays top teams, goes TD for TD. Tell me, you knew the safest team's going to end up this way. Broncos, we knew it'd be better. If I was McDermott, I'd be preparing for Denver. The problem is when he doesn't play top teams, Josh tends to play down to the level. Or maybe it's not even Josh. The game plan is odd, and we play down to the level. Like they try to cruise through it.
Not in the playoffs, though. I'll say the only time that we played down
it's a regular season
to an opponent, I would say the Dolphins we did when they had Skylar Thompson in. Yeah. It's the only time I could kind of recall us playing down to an opponent where we should have destroyed the Dolphins. Remember that? Skylar Thompson. Mm-hmm. Like, outside of that, though, I feel like when we get in the playoffs, we've handled business outside of the Chiefs. You know what I mean? So say what you want, but we've taken care of the bad teams, the Broncos, the Patriots when we played them the 1 year. So
I hate you. They're baiting me all night, Tommy. All of them on the bean thing. All of them were baiting me on the bean thing.
I love it.
Something that just means you have hope. Okay. We go with that, Roy. That's a good one. I'll take that. We have a super chat in here.
Oh, let's
get
to
that
that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Johnny Utah, wasn't that played by it was a movie. He was Johnny Utah. What was that movie? Golly, the guy that guys, help me in the chat. Johnny Utah is from a movie. He played a quarterback. Forget the guy's name. Mikey, you would know. How do you not know this?
I don't care. I just want to read the
the chat.
The saddest thing I saw was Sal Marana from WKBW say the Boston media who are the Bills fans to expect the Super Bowl because the Bills fans were critical of the defense against Cincinnati and are expecting a Super Bowl with this quarterback.
Let me see here. The saddest thing I saw was Sal
Marijuana.
Okay, say to Boston media, who are the Bills fans that expect a Super Bowl? Because Bills fans were critical of the defense against Cincinnati and are expecting a Super Bowl with this quarterback.
Yeah, look, if our own beat writers are saying it ain't going to happen, kind of tells you everything you need to know.
Right. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Point Break, by the way.
All right. Gruden won with Tony Dungy's team. Yeah, but he also took the Raiders deep the year before he went there. And he took them over the top. Just like, I mean, I guess Steve Kerr won with Mark Jackson's team.
Right. Larry Brown won with, the Rick Carlisle's team. Like, no, guy. Like, coaches make a difference.
Let's make Tommy that.
I would do bad. I would do bad because it'd be really bad because I would be doing some wild shit out there.
He'd be benching motherfuckers for looking at him the wrong way. Let's be honest. He'd be benching dudes for looking at him the wrong way.
But that doesn't mean I can't criticize him. Just because I say the burger doesn't taste good doesn't mean I have to be a fucking chef in the back. Just means I think I could. I've had better burgers, so that argument doesn't hold too well.
Take Kubiak brothers too. And listen, I'm with you on all those guys. Stefanski. If Stefanski gets let go from the Browns, that dude. I mean, outside of his issues with whatever he has going on with Shador, which is going to follow him. Me and Tommy talked about this last Monday. That dude knows offense and knows how to coach. Like, you give him a Josh Allen, that dude will figure out a way to do it. He's 2-time, coach of the year for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd be okay with that. But he does have issues with his quarterbacks because, I mean, they did kick Mayfield to the curb too.
That's right. Broadcasting from Beans Den. You better believe it. Point Break, yes. Yeah.
Like, do you think Bean has a chance to be GM of the year? Not this year. But he has won executive of the year.
No.
Twice.
Yeah.
Google's probably smart enough to know Knaves are real restless. You would hope so. In the end of the day, neither one of them are going anywhere. We open a new stadium next year. We're not going to have brand new coaches and new front office to open a new stadium. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so here's what I think. I think both finish out their contracts. Both of them are here till 2027. And I hate to say it, and I told Mikey this and he doesn't want to hear it, but they're getting extensions. At least McDermott is. There's no way in hell after 2027 they're not giving the extension.
Thank you very much.
Johnny, I appreciate that. Sorry for the miscommunication. Our own Bills media in Buffalo is saying who the Bills fans expect a Super Bowl or bust. Sal was defending McDermott, saying the Bills fans don't have the right to expect a Super Bowl. First off, never apologize. We're good. We'll get there. Second of all, who gives a shit? Who's Sal Morano to tell me how I can fan?
Right. Bills fans don't have the right to. First of all, yes, we fucking do. Of course we do. When you have an elite quarterback that doesn't come around often in the NFL as a Josh Allen. You expect, and your expectation should be Super Bowl every fucking year. Of course, that's the stupidest take ever. You should have always high expectations. We are not a garbage ass team. It's been terrible. We're not the Jets. We are a team that's been winning year in, year out, playoffs every year. Your expectation should always be Super Bowl. That is a terrible take. But if he wants to feel that way, that's great. But
the sad part is he's paid to have that take.
That's wild,
that is
right?
Wild.
Like, we're supposed to have what? Then what are we supposed to have? I would love to have him here because I would say, then what should our expectations be?
If you brought him,
I would just love to
not show up.
I would ask him that question for sure.
Don't need to be on the same podcast.
Yeah, true. But I want to know though. I want to know what his expectations are. That's craziness. That's wild.
Support his head coach.
Yeah, that's then he should be fired. I don't. to get his Sal. No offense, Sal. I don't know you that well, but that's a wild
listen to
take.
a lot of the beat writers, and I appreciate what they do. They work hard. But that is a wild take to tell a fan base that they don't have the right to feel a certain way.
Yeah, that's
because
wild,
you get
man.
paid to report on a team doesn't give you right to tell fans to feel how they want to feel.
Right.
You know, if you have the freedom to have that opinion, we have the freedom to have our opinion.
Right.
That's wild.
I don't agree with that at all.
Have
a good night, Robert.
Wow. I didn't hear that because I don't follow him by any means, but holy crap, that's wild. Who says that?
Yeah.
Membership. Look out of here. He's not he's not membership. He's, you know, you hear it all the time. You know, as a beat writer, you can't be a fan.
Yeah. When I first met I first talked to Matt Perino, I asked him that. Before I even got in this, Mikey, it was in 2019 before I even started the podcast. And I was friendly with him, and I asked him, I think I asked him to be, he was nice to me, but I asked him to be on a show for my friend who at the time had a podcast, a Bills podcast. He no longer does. But anyway, long story short, I asked him, I said, are you a Bills fan? I was just curious about how, he's like, no, he's like, I am, but I can't be. I gotta be whatever, neutral. I can't be cheering. Like that's not how my job is or whatever. I'm like, damn. All right. So, I mean, I get it and I don't, I guess. So I don't know. That's a tough one for me.
Robert, I wonder if they have to be. You know, right here says Donnie Mikey, the Bills TV broadcasters are in love with McDermott and have an underlying disrespect for Josh. I wonder if they have to be to keep their jobs. McDermott rules the roost in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, he has the most power. It's why I wasn't going to get into the whole Bean versus McDermott thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Bean gets McDermott who he requests. And I'll leave it at that. At the end of the day, it's wild.
Hey, Jags fan. All right. There you go.
You guys are having a good year.
You guys are... They are like... They're surprised. Like, it's weird. Like, I didn't even know they were until I saw their record a few weeks ago. Like, they're like having a quiet good year, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, they're not standing out, but they have a winning record. So, yeah, they're having a quiet good year. That's a quiet good team.
Yeah. Didn't see Sal's take, but before hating on it, I'd have to hear the entire conversation to make it.
I hear that. Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's I'm
still,
I understand.
If that's the intent, like if it's a different intent, okay, I'll eat that. But if that was the intent and that's what was said, that's wild.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mikey, you're right about control. McDermott has all of it.
All of it.
You know, and he's good at pointing the fingers and having other people take the blame for him. Like, listen, I hope I'm wrong and McDermott wins the Super Bowl because I'm a Bills fan and I want us to win. But I have zero faith that guy's going to get us over the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
There you go. Hey, sometimes right, it happens, man.
But you're also Team Mikey, so that means you're going to be logical at some point. If you want to go on the other side, go be Team Tommy. Motion on his sleeve. He's gonna tell you how he feels all the time. No logic.
Oh, hey, I don't bite my tongue on that. No.
Media plays both sides of the coin, keeping the paycheck. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Trade Coleman for Thomas Jr. would be good for everyone, except for the Jags, who would lose out on one of their best young receivers for a guy who probably won't be in the league in, 3 years unless he gets his head out of his butt.
Yeah, I think, honestly, with the Keon situation, regardless of whatever they feel, I think Keon wants out as well. So I think that relationship is ended already. I think Keon's just going to play out this year.
What?
And I think
receiver that don't like McDermott? No.
Yeah. And I think he'll wind up requesting a trade. Even though I think the Bills should do it anyways, regardless if he requests one or not. It's just not working. But I have a feeling you will hear Keon Coleman at some point in the offseason talk online or have a podcast where he's going to request out. So that's just my feeling, but we'll see.
Robin says we can run the table and Josh Allen should be MVP. If we run the table, he'll be in the conversation. The problem is I have a feeling like Stafford's having such a good year. He has all the narrative behind him. Drake May's having a fantastic year. He has a lot of, especially if he wins the East and gets the 1 or 2 seed, he has a lot. Like the narrative isn't there for Josh this year.
They would have to, I think Stafford and May would have to have some kind of dip over the next 4 weeks.
Josh will have to win the East. Josh will have to come back and win the East.
Correct.
And the Patriots would have to, crumble down the stretch in order for, if Josh finds a way to get back and get the 1 or 2 seed, he's got a shot at MVP.
That's it. Yeah. But outside of that, even if he plays good down the stretch, let's say we do win out. Let's just say we do win out the rest of the way. But if the Patriots still, let's say they only lose to us, but they still win out the rest after that, we win the division, May still playing good. Stafford, I still don't think, like, you know what I mean? It would have to take Stafford and May to kind of have a fall here a little bit in the next 4 weeks. A little bit. Like, kind of like if Stafford has a game like he had last week again, right? And they lose to another opponent they should, then maybe, right? But I think that was I think that was kind of a fluke, right? I don't think you're going to have many Stafford games like that.
I'm a football fan, Christy, at heart. Like, I watch it all. I love football. I am a Bills fan through and through, and I love my team, but I'm also not a homer. Like, if the Bills aren't playing well, I'm going to call them out. If they are playing well, I'll call it out. But at the end of the day, like, I love the game. It's a fantastic game. I follow most of it. I'm on the West Coast, so I get to see more of it. I feel like if I was actually in Buffalo, I might not see as much of it because I would be in that area. But yeah, I try to be as fair as possible. Just one person's take. Tommy doesn't always agree with me, which makes for compelling, content.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, you're thinking. I know Roy's being logical. That just seems weird.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that he said he would take McDermott over Bean. And that made zero sense to me. There's no logic behind that thought. It's wild. Stafford has Puka and Devontae ran by McVay.
Absolutely.
It's not the same. Josh is doing more. I'm with you, Rodman. At the end of the day, though, it's a narrative thing. Stafford was like, is he even going to play this year? And his numbers are just stupid good. Like,
he's not making mistakes.
I think Drake May actually is probably leading the narrative vote because he's playing such good ball for a team who was supposed to be a year or two away. Stephon Diggs coming off an ACL, doesn't have a lot of weapons, and like he's steadied the ship there. And if they win the division or get the first or second seed, he has a lot of that narrative and he has a good chance. Yeah. I just think the one thing missing from Stafford is the MVP, and we know narrative is a big key to the Riders.
Mm-hmm. It would be interesting, though, to see what Allen could do with that type of talent, because we've seen what he could do when he had close to that kind of talent, when we had Diggs and Beasley and Sanders. But, man, can you imagine, like, just Adams and like just guys that are just on top of their game, like nobody's business?
But that means that you have a head coach who's not a defensive guy. They have a head coach who's an offensive guy.
Correct.
And the difference between Vrabel and McDermott, Vrabel played in the NFL for a long, long time. He's a CEO. He lets his offensive coordinator, run the offense, stays out of the way.
Yep.
He lets his defensive coordinator coach the defense.
Yeah.
Ron McDermott came up and was through the defense and now he meddles in the offense too. He wants a certain style. He's not a CEO.
Yeah. Yeah.
KC should smoke the Bills secondary. Could have smoked them. Because they should have. Except our pass rush killed them. Like, say what you want. McDermott can come up with some really good schemes. He just never does. Like, he attacked that day.
He did. Yeah. He did. He's just not consistent with it. And our team's not consistent either. It's not just about him. I think also we don't execute always the same week in, week out. You know what I mean? Certain guys don't show up week in, week out. So,
Steve, that might be my favorite comment of yours tonight. What's Keon Coleman good at? Asking for a friend. Don't say basketball. Running a slant. Duke can run slants as good as most.
He's good at slants. Yeah, I'll give him slants.
Duke, big body. Use it. Run some slants.
He's good. He's good at missing He's good at missing team meetings.
Good at dancing on the sidelines.
He's a good dancer, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Jags Bills AFC Championship. Doesn't that be wild? Don't care about MVP. I want.
I hear you. I hear that.
I'm with you too.
100%.
Stop it at Macy's. Stop it at Macy's. Yep. McDermott is a defense guy. I didn't know. Right?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Oh my God, we have a defensive-minded head coach. Oh my God.
I was a huge fan of Drake May too coming out, and I hated that he ended up with the Patriots.
Yeah, it didn't take him long too. It did not take him long to find his way.
Well, they also gave him competent coaching.
They did. Head coach. They did.
Say what you want about Josh McDaniels. The dude's a really good schemer of offense. The dude is a great offensive mind. He's not a good head coach, but he's a great offensive mind.
Right. But that's why they went out and scooped him up right away. I mean, they're not dumb. You know what I mean? New England had all this in the works. Smart.
Mm-hmm. You know, it was also a owner who read the room and ousted their coach after 1 year.
Yeah. The writing was on the wall. Like they knew he wasn't going to be the guy. To lead that team.
Coleman's an A+ in tardiness. That is great.
Right. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Joe Willie's going to resign with the Jets following the trend. You know, good thing we will get deep. Yeah, good thing we got a solid defensive-minded head coach.
Isn't that wild?
17 years.
Yeah, isn't that unbelievable? It's like 1 year basically with a new head coach. I mean, that kind of just tells you everything you need to know about how important coaching is, how important a coaching staff can be, right? Not just the head coach, who he brings with him. And I think with us, man, it's just like we're not even bringing guys. McDermott's just promoting guys that can listen to him. It's really his show. That's the real problem. So,
Kevin, never going to happen with McDermott here.
Nope.
Dable will never come back. They don't like each other.
Nope.
I take my last comment back. This might be my favorite one you've said, Steve. We do have defensive-minded head coach. No one stops and limits Josh Allen every week better than McDermott does.
Right. It's true. It's great. I do like that.
That's a great one.
That is on point, man. All right, you want to get to the game?
Yeah. Do you have anything for tonight?
I had the let's see here, 5 storylines. I guess we can quick roll through that if you like.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't hurt through Bill's Wire. So let's just, and then we'll get to the game, get our predictions, our X factors, all this, and we'll go through this pretty quick. We won't
do
real men
and
genius, and we'll get out of here. All right. So Bill's Wire, favorite silent co-host. Bills and Patriots, 5 storylines to watch for in this matchup. AFC East implications. We know about that. We won't have to read that, but we understand what's at stake here.
Yeah.
AFC playoff standings. Yes, that is also at stake, and we understand that as well. Drake and way, Josh.
If you go up, that picture is McDermott yelling
and it's girl glasses.
At Brady for letting Josh throw it deep. How dare you let him throw it over 20 yards?
I can't believe we're scoring 40 points.
What are we
doing?
It's
unacceptable.
It's not how we play football here.
What are we passing past 15 yards for? Everything's short and underneath. I told you. Him and his Gloria Vanderbilt fucking glasses there. God, those are the worst.
Does Moana play for us? He has no impact.
Drake and Josh, we know that's going to. We know that's going to be the case. A better start. Okay, I agree with that. 100% better start. Dude, we've had some bad starts lately. I got to agree with that big time. And it's not just about the Patriots. It's about every game lately. We have really gotten off to some bad starts. I mean,
offensive
halftime, offensively. I'll just stick with offensively.
Defense. We haven't stopped anybody.
Defense, too. I think our defense is, except for the Pittsburgh game where they were great through 1 through 4, defense has been weird because the defense has not been good in first half, good in second halves, but the offense has been terrible in the first half lately. And then they kind of pick it up in the second half, but not always. I need to see a change there, Mikey, but really so much, I would say, on offense. The defense, I have no faith in. It doesn't matter to me. The offense has to get going. 3 points, 7 points, no points by halftime is unacceptable. So that has to change. You're not going to win many games by scoring 3 points at the half or none. So we need better starts, 100%. Cannot have sloppy starts and turnovers too, Mikey. Can't do it. That's what killed us in this game too. Sloppy play early on.
Turnovers.
Yep.
2 in the red zone.
Yep. Let me hit that real quick.
Yep. John.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And yeah, let me pull that up or find that real quick. And
all right. While you're doing that, let's hit Christy's question. She's asked, who's winning the Super Bowl this year? I think it's too early to tell because it's such a, like, on the NFC side, I think the Rams are going to be the representative. I really do. The Rams are so good.
Mm-hmm.
If they stay healthy, they're going to be the representative from the NFC, I believe. On the AFC side, it's anybody's game, man. Who gets hot at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Like there is no dominant team on the AFC side.
There isn't. NFC, I would say right now, the fate for me, probably the Rams. Defensively, they're pretty damn good. That defensive line is stacked, young, gets at quarterbacks. Their offense obviously is top notch. I would have them as my favorites. I would say too, Green Bay is a team to watch for, but I just don't like their offense enough. So Rams, I would probably stick with, and then the AFC, I'm with Mikey. I have no idea because there are some good teams like your team, the Patriots, the Denver Broncos. But the problem I'm having with these teams that are on top right now, a lot of young quarterbacks, man, going into the playoffs with, I mean, the biggest, brightest lights on them. You know what I mean? And I just don't know how they will fare. You know, how they will do when those big lights hit. Right? It's a different beast. So it's tough for me to pick one right now. Right? For as well as Denver's playing, like I said, I don't have a lot of confidence in Bo Nix. Right? So that's tough.
Like that defense.
Same thing with Stroud. Their offense just stinks. No, it's not very good.
The most complete team in the AFC that's playing right now is probably the Patriots. They have a really good offense. They have a really good defense.
I would say
They're
so
probably
too.
The most complete team.
Well-rounded. Yeah,
well-rounded team of the bunch. The problem is the Bills have the best player in football. So if he goes Winter Soldier and goes on one of those heaters, we can walk us right into the Super Bowl and win it.
Correct. Yeah, unless Patrick Mahomes somehow squeezes into the playoffs, and then you give it to the champs until someone beats them. Right. They're just a different animal. And I never, like Mikey said, I won't count them out until it says E eliminated. Right. So.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm cheering for the Super Bowl that makes the fans hate McDermott the most. Patriots.
It would. Yeah, it absolutely would. Let me get to the rest of this. A better start. We know that. Turnovers. And we just talked about that. So that's the end of that article. I do have this pulled up here, by the way. So let's go ahead and we might as well since I know somebody here said we want to see it first before we judge on it. I agree with that take. I think it was Roy that said that. So let's go ahead and listen to what they got to say here, and then we can kind of judge for ourselves.
The big line is, are you wasting Josh Allen's prime years? Because Sean McDermott is the head coach. And there has been something to that. I just don't feel that this would be the offseason when you would see that move happen. So?
No. And I concur. Look, it's an idiotic narrative that is born out of people in the national media who have no clue what the local situation is. This guy, Sean McDermott, is going to bring the Bills to the playoffs for the 8th time in 9 years since he's been there. People seem to forget the 17 years before he came when, however it was, 4 or 5 coaches never made the playoffs. People have really short memories. And who are Bills fans to be saying Super Bowl or bust? I mean, are you kidding me? Super Bowl or bust? You have the nerve to say that the coach is on the hook, Super Bowl or bust, or you fire him? I think it's the dumbest narrative. I get so sick and tired of dealing with it. At halftime last week, the Twitter crowd was all fire Sean McDermott, McDummy, everything else. The guy's a good coach.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so good. He gives up freaking 38 in the playoff games. Yeah, fantastic.
So he did say it. So I totally disagree with his take, by the way, I totally disagree with the take that the Bills without Sean McDermott would not be a playoff team with Josh Allen. Listen, like I know you guys don't want to hear this, but if Rex Ryan happened to have Josh Allen when Rex Ryan was here, guess what? We'd be a playoff team. I'm not saying we'd be a Super Bowl team, so don't get it twisted, but we would still be a 10+ win team. I don't see any difference. I will hold that forever true. I don't care. If we bring in another coach here and he does the same thing, I promise you we will still be a 10+ win team, right? I don't feel like this team has gotten where it's at because Sean McDermott is this great head coach. I think he's a good head coach, and I think he inherited a one of one in Josh Allen. And I think any coach that got a one of one is going to make the playoffs year in, year out. So I disagree with the take. I totally disagree with the take. And that's why certain Bills fans like that guy will never understand why you got to switch. Yeah. Bro, exactly. Marvin Lewis. Bro, Marty Schottenheimer is the ultimate example. I mean, this guy won 10. This guy's a winning NFL record, just like Sean McDermott probably will have when he's all said and done. But that doesn't mean anything to the fan. The fans want a title, right? So I don't understand what he's talking about, man. That's a terrible take. And that's why certain fans, Mikey, are nervous to get rid of their head coach because of that kind of comment. Oh, man, without him, we would be in the drought years. Look where we were before. Like, stop. That's a terrible take.
We never once had a quarterback in the Josh Allen mold in those 17 years.
Exactly. Name the quarterback, Sal.
If you guys want to crush Bean for putting together a bad roster, guess who drafted your all-world quarterback?
Exactly. Oh. And even if McDermott was on board with that, fine. It's fine. If you want to count them both as being, they're the ones that chose the selections, I'm okay with that too. I'll be on board with that. But either way, they both weren't part of that, and Bean was the ultimate decider. So, look, man, end of the day, man, I don't agree with the take. I think any coach with that kind of quarterback, you're going to get at least 10 wins, in my opinion. So, that's bad take. Terrible take. And the way he talked, like we shouldn't expect that. He's mad that we're mad that our coach can't get to a Super Bowl in 9 years.
That guy hates Buffalo and Bills fans. And he said it to freaking Boston media. Yeah, he gets paid to cover. Like, if you don't want to listen to us, get a different job.
Right. And how long, by the way?
We're your audience. You're a freaking beat writer.
How long, though, right, Sal, do you want Bills Mafia, since you're calling everybody out, to wait? Right? So, in his eyes, we should just wait for what? For as long as until Sean McDermott wants to go? Like, so it doesn't matter. Josh Allen can retire. Sean McDermott's still the head coach. That's a terrible terrible, terrible take. You will never get anywhere with a team, and if that's the case. Like, you have to eventually move on and try a different. You got to have a different coach eventually. You have to. That's a terrible take, Mikey.
Steve said, "I would feel better about changing coaches. Terry Rule is not the owner. Just being honest, there is legendary coaches. Here's the deal. I don't care. Pick a coach. You bring him in. Josh Allen's going to get you to the playoffs. It can't be worse than what we're seeing today. I guarantee you, no Josh Allen. And, after that first year when we snuck in by the skin of our teeth, with probably his best defense that he ever had in Buffalo.
And he inherited the defense, by the way. I have to tell you that. That wasn't – a lot of those guys weren't even on the team the following year.
Yeah. McDermott wouldn't be here without Josh Allen.
No.
That might have been the dumbest take I've ever heard.
Yeah. Terrible.
Who were Bills fans to say that? The people that pay the money to go see him, that allows them to do the things that they do?
Right.
Who is the beat writer to tell me how I'm supposed to fan? That is a dumb.
And how should we?
All over again.
How should we fan, though, is the question.
Be thankful for what you have.
Right. Wow. Great.
I guess
Thanks,
kiss his
Sal.
ring. Just like everyone else in the freaking organization kisses his ring.
Oh, man.
Here's the thing. I don't even hate McDermott. I hate that I have to say that because I think he did a great job. But we're in year 9 and nothing's changed, which means it's time to get something new and try something new.
Right. But my thing is this, though, Mikey. This is not like – this has been done before, meaning in multiple sports, baseball, football, where there's been a good coach for a long time and he couldn't get the job done. They moved on, and that team went and won a championship a year or two later. It happens. It happens a lot, and it's sad to see these guys that couldn't get it done. They tried. They had a winning record. But these owners eventually said, man, like, okay, maybe it is time for it. And those teams went. So what's your argument there? You know what I mean? Like, you have to eventually make a change. You have to, right? Or you're just going to be going through the same routine year after year, Mikey.
Yeah, you're right, Bob. It can get worse, but I'm willing to take the gamble that we'll bring in a coach that could click, that can get us, could be better. Because here's the thing. Are you going to continue doing the same thing over and over and then being pissed off that we're not winning the Super Bowl and be like, it's Bean's fault? Because guess what? The next guy that comes in after Bean, or we promote from within, because that's what McDermott likes to do, is going to do the same thing that Bean's doing, except he's going to do it because he didn't do it the way Sean wants him to do it.
Right. Or in life, Bob. So let's say I keep saying the same thing. What if you just go to the same restaurant over and over and the burger's okay, right? It's good. It fills you up. But you don't want to go. You could go right up the street and try another burger place. It could be terrible, but it could be great. So you're not willing to take that opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, you eventually have to roll the dice and go, hey, maybe we need somebody else here.
I guess you don't have to. Like,
you don't have to. Well, clearly not.
Buffalo's proving that one.
But for me, I think. Listen, I have the 3-year rule. He's way past the 3-year rule. We're not knocking him. I think he's done a good job, but I don't think he's a Super Bowl caliber coach. I just don't see it, right? And I feel like he's regressed as well. I don't think his defense has gotten better through the years. It's gotten worse. So Mikey made a great point. In 2017, the defense was really good. In 2018, not a little. 2019 got a little better. 2020. And then it started drop. Has not picked back up. It's been going downhill. He rode the years.
Same set of star players until they waited too long to replace them.
Correct.
And never backfilled them.
Correct. And once again, what has let us down more than anything? It's the defense. The defense has let us down more than anything. And he's responsible. And you have to point back at the guy that's responsible. And it's him. So that's all. It's time for a change.
And not everyone is going to agree with us, and that's fine. That's the best part about being a fan.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I can't tell you guys who to like or who not to like. I could just tell you it's been done throughout the history of sports, and sometimes you have to move on. You just have to.
Here's the thing, guys. If they don't make a change and they don't find a way to build around McDermott or around Allen better, Allen's going to be in the Dan Marino club.
And even Dan Marino got to a Super Bowl, to be in 1984. So just throwing that out there. Even he got to one.
It's always going to be Josh came up short. It was Josh's fault.
And exactly. And you know what? The fans will say, Mikey, we will look back and look at the Allen era, and we will go, what if? Everyone. There will be no one that will say, what if? We will all go, what if we change? What if we did make that change at the head coach? What if we did even change Brandon Beane? What if? And guess what? It will be too late. And we will, guess what? We will be looking for a quarterback and with a new head coach because McDermott won't last. He will be fired if he's still around when Allen leaves.
Allen's gone? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. He will be. Yeah, he will not be successful. I promise you. And then we'll be right back into this.
Look at Belichick.
You know,
he wrote Brady. He wrote Brady. The second Brady was gone, it took
as long as he could.
3 years and he was gone after Brady was gone.
That was a wrap. Yeah, because he didn't jump on it early enough to. He was a bad drafter at the end of his stage of his career. Mm-hmm. Great coach. I give him all the dues in the world, but he dropped the ball there. He should have. I mean, my God, dude, your quarterback's 40. Like, let's start preparing.
Well, not only
he dropped the ball,
but he found a way to alienate him at the end.
Well, that too. Right?
So
yeah,
Brady took his ball to Tampa Bay, won a Super Bowl, handed him a middle finger, and left.
To prove a point. Yeah, and he did. He sure did. Next year. Crazy.
You know, Steve says McDermott's like Mark Jackson, good for getting garbage teams to respectability, but not good enough to be an elite team, take more over the top. Yeah. I've been saying that for years.
I mean, look at Steve. I've been always saying it. I mean, rest in peace, but Flip Saunders was one of the perfect example. He's a Marty Schottenheimer of basketball. Flip Saunders was unbelievable as a head coach. Playoffs hit, couldn't get it done. Could not get it done. He just, for whatever reason, he just failed. And great guy, good head coach, but he didn't have that, championship level coaching, I guess. I mean, for whatever reason. And Schottenheimer's on board, he's on that list. Flip Saunders, Mark Jack, like a lot of these guys, you know what I mean? Something happens. I don't know what it is. But I feel like it's more than that with McDermott, though. I feel like it's starting to trigger down into the regular season now, where you're starting to see things. I'm starting to see things I don't like even more, which is scary,
Yeah. Well, let's get through these last couple so we can get through the things and get out of here. It says, if the Sabres haven't fired Adams after 6 years, knowing how Pagula moves on from McDermott, you're not wrong there. Not wrong at all. Bob says, I'm not happy we haven't won yet, but he isn't as bad as you're making him seem. I would want him to have someone better before kicking curb. We had a chance to get Harbaugh, better than McDermott. We had a chance to get Peyton, better than McDermott. Like, there's guys out there that are better than McDermott, and we've chosen not to go out and get them. So,
yeah, and to that take, I get what you're saying, but you don't know what's out there until you actually fire the guy. So I can't tell. Like I can't tell you who would be the guy. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. Like when you fire a coach usually right before the season ends. You get plenty of time to do your coaching search. So there could be a guy out there. I don't know.
They're baiting me, Tommy. They're baiting me. I think Beane's more responsible for the defense. Are you freaking kidding me? Our defensive-minded head coach. And you think the GM's going against what he wants? The guy who has the most power in our entire organization and has said it numerous times, but our GM's going rogue and not and is the okay. Let's get to the other thing because I'm gonna lose my shit. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to the X factors. Let's get the score predictions, and then we'll get out of here.
That is wild. It's wild. Score predictions. I'm going to say 31-27 Bills.
Yeah, you're close to me. I'm going 33-27 Buffalo. I think this is a game where you have to put some points up here. I don't think the Bills and I don't think Christian Benford plays. I do think they put some points on us here. So we're gonna have to play a shootout game.
You speak the truth.
I mean, listen, it's his
Truth,
opinion. It is what it is.
Live
Yeah,
your
I mean,
truth,
Bob, look, if you believe in that, it's an opinion based show, man, and I'm not knocking your opinion. Mikey's not. But we've been following the path of these guys since they've gotten here, and we know, the article that was written on them. We already knew about that stuff. A lot of that stuff. We know who ultimately has final say, and that's Sean McDermott. So that's why we are so adamant on who's really in charge. And I think I agree with Mikey 100% that there's nobody getting signed here or drafted here without the approval of Sean McDermott. This is his scheme. These are his players, and that's it.
Oh, I'm not mad at you.
No.
I'm not mad at you at all.
He gets worked up.
It's what It's what Roy does to get me to go on a rant. I'm not mad at you at all. Listen, you gotta feel the way you gotta feel, and you gotta fan the way you gotta fan. I love that you're here and you participate, and really, I love that, and I appreciate that. I truly believe to my core that Sean McDermott pulls all the strings here. If you truly believe that Bean is pulling the strings, great. But I've heard Sean McDermott throw a fit for 2 weeks now about Ingram, a guy who he benched for 3 straight games because Bean did something that he wasn't fully on board with. You're telling me you truly believe in your heart that Bean's going to go out and draft a first rounder without McDermott's sign off? I just have a hard time with that. I have a hard time believing.
Or sign Darius Slay, not let him know that he's getting rid of his beloved Ingram. He did not go rogue there. He was on board with it, but now that it failed, he's going to throw Bean under the bus. That's what he does, and that's where we're getting at. So, no. And to everybody, once again, to what Mikey said earlier, if Ingram was so important, so beloved, why wasn't he on the 53?
Well, he was on the 53.
Why
didn't he get game?
No, I mean, why wasn't he starting? Why wasn't he dressed? Why has he been waived and put on the practice squad for multiple years now? I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like, and Bills fans crying about it. You wanted to even cried about it 2 months ago. If we just we cut him. No, nobody would have cared. So I don't want to hear it. He's not. It is what it is.
Savage is going to be a better player, and that's who we got in replace for him.
I do too. I
think Slade dissing us and us getting Savage is actually a win for us.
Yep.
So
31-21 Patriots.
X Factor.
See, so be on the game after, buddy. I don't think so, Steve. Go ahead.
X Factors. I'm gonna go Cook. Seems like it's gonna be a Cook game. And then I'm gonna say it's a Joey Bosa. Welcome back, Joey Bosa game.
Okay, I like that one. We're gonna need him too. You're gonna have to get after May here. So, offense, I'll go. Golly, man. I'm gonna go Kincaid. Here. I thought he was working his way back from injury last week. He wasn't terrible last week, but Knox was the main guy last week. I think Kincaid is the one that shines versus the Patriots. I'll go Kincaid. And then on defense, that's tough, man.
Kincaid's a good one, too.
Yeah, I'll go.
Is Mad Max going to get him?
Golly, man, this is tough, dude. Yeah, man. No, I'll go Cole Bishop.
Ooh, like that one.
I'll go Cole Bishop on this one. Yeah, we're going to need him here as well. He's been playing really, really solid football. I think he's definitely going to be an X factor on defense as well. So that's where I'm going with that.
I like it.
Yep.
He says I think he thinks he can make up for play calling. The problem is he doesn't always call the plays. But you could be right. You know, you really could. Also, practice injuries are killing you.
Jesus.
Injuries are absolutely a problem. Because this team was different when we had Oliver out there. This team was different when we had Hoyt out there for the 2 games or a game and a half. I agree. If we could have stayed healthy, I would have liked to see where this team ended up. But that's not the NFL, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
All right. Anyone else have anything before we go? We're going to play Real Men of Genius, and we're going to get out of here. We've been on here
a couple
hours.
That's great.
Right.
I would love to see Savage up this week. I don't know if he's going to be, Kevin, but that'd be fantastic because I think he's a better slot than the slots that we have going right now. I'd much rather see Savage because we're going to go against one of the better tight ends in football in Hunter Henry, who's just mossing fools. And you just saw what Gesicki did to us.
You think Fox gets called back up?
Not with Bosa back, no.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think this could be I think if Benford's out too, I think you could see Savage here.
I would love to see Savage, and I want to see him play in those nickel and dime roles where he's the one covering Hunter Henry.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think if Benford's out, you have a spot there. Who do you think takes Benford's role? Who do you think takes Harrison, right? So it'd be Harrison and Trey.
Yeah. Max.
Yeah, I think Savage would be good to be out there in nickel.
Josh McDaniel loves McDermott's defense. That's the X factor. I mean, they have beat us 2 times in a row. They're going for 3 because they beat us last year in the last game of the year. I really hope so. Keon's gonna go ape shit for not catching a ball. Did you like that? Did you like that twist?
Yeah, right.
I didn't want that to happen. Do you guys think injury would lessen if they didn't play on Thursday nights? No. For whatever reason, people come to the Bills. I don't know if it's our training staff or what's going on, but you walk into that building and you just get hurt. It's wild.
Oh, dude, it's
especially
all the time,
on defense.
Right?
Maybe it's because they're so undersized. Because McDermott loves his undersized defense.
Mm-hmm.
Savage over Dane, are you crazy? Roy's just trying to trigger me. I don't hate Dane at all, but yes, I'll take Savage in the slot over Dane on the field any day of the week. At least we don't have Elam. Touche.
Everybody loves their defense. Yeah,
it's
lovely.
Mac, my guys are ready. I hope so. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be fun. So, all right, let's do some real men and get out of here. We appreciate you guys tonight. If I made it seem like I was mad at someone or any of you, that's not the case. I never really get mad, but it triggers. It triggers me about it's Bean's fault over McDermott's. McDermott's the final boss here.
He's the final boss. He is.
All
right, here we go.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Enormous SUV driver.
Mr. Enormous SUV driver.
Your mammoth machine strikes the perfect balance between the towing capacity of a tractor-trailer and the sleek styling of a tractor-trailer.
Keep on trucking.
Lesser men might say a 26-cylinder engine is overkill. But someday, they'll have to tow a cruise ship into dry dock. And that's when they'll come crying to you.
I got the towing package.
You get 7.2 miles per tank of gas, which is perfect, because that's exactly how far it is to the next gas station.
Fill her up.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Enormous SUV driver. If you're going to compensate for something small, go really, really big.
Mr. Enormous SUV
Bud Light beer at Anheuser-Busch.
I had a Dodge Durango that was like the bigger end Durango, whatever, but it had like 10.2 miles per gallon. It
I had a 2000 Lincoln Navigator that got 7 miles.
Oh no,
the V8,
beautiful car, by the way.
Super comfortable, but it got 0 gas mileage.
Right. Oh my God. It's 7 miles. Can you imagine? You are going anywhere with that.
Like 7.8. It was like a 26-gallon tank too. You're like 200 miles.
You ain't going. Yeah, you ain't going anywhere with that, bro. All right, last one. We'll get out of here. Let's see here. Last one.
Oh God, that'll hurt. Kyle Williams being the X Factor.
All right, here we go. Last one.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Wrecking Ball Operator.
Mr. Wrecking Ball Operator.
You do what lesser men can only dream about. You smash great big things into little bitty pieces.
Totally awesome.
42 stories of brick, mortar, and iron? No problem. You'll have it down by lunch.
Bring it all down.
Some might say your job is easy, but never to your face. Why? 'Cause you'll come up swinging a 2,000-pound ball. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Wrecking Man, because anybody can build a building, but it takes a man with one giant ball to bring it down.
Mr. Wrecking Ball Operator.
Bud Light beer.
That would be a fun job, by the way. I would be all on board and wrecking a building with that thing.
I need to know where it's under $2. Where's it under $2?
It's 240. Well, you're in California. We're 247 here in Michigan, so I don't know where it's under.
I need to move, man. It's like 450 here.
Yikes! All right, guys. So tomorrow I'll be on AFC Shakedown at 12 noon. You don't want to miss that. Juan is going to be in the building, so that's going to be an important AFC Shakedown. Me and Juan going back and forth on the game, along with the other games as well. But that is the key matchup this weekend. And then obviously Sunday pregame, me and Aramis will be here. Halftime report, I'll be here, and postgame, me and Mikey. So you don't want to miss that. Bills Mafia, we love you. We appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight. And as always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace. Go Bills.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your